Good evening. This is the Tuesday, May 30th, 2023 meeting of the St. Charles Parish Housing Authority. Time is now 6 p.m. I call the meeting to order. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? All right, I do apologize this evening that there is some background noise. They're completing some construction projects in the courthouse. So we'll just have to speak over that. And then at this time, I'd like to take a moment of silence in remembrance of our executive director who passed away last week, Miss Leatrice Hollis. All right, thank you. Next agenda item this evening is our board review of the minutes from April 25th, 2023. Any board discussion?
Yeah. Put it by the front door. Yeah, I'm saying, I put it right by the front door, like I always said it, right by the screen door.
Any discussion from the board regarding the minutes from our March 28th meeting?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we accept the minutes as presented.
All right. All right, we have a motion made by Mr. Woods and a second by Mr. Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
That carries. All right. Then we have a financial report review of low rent and HCVP. Any discussion there?
Yeah.
You turn the microphone.
I spoke with Sherry, and she said that she just got through with the year-end stuff, so next month we should have financials.
Okay.
Hopefully all financials.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm happily, patiently waiting.
All right. Thank you. Any further board discussion regarding review of low rent and HCVP?
No.
All right. VMS report. Does the board have any questions or anything that we'd like to call attention to?
What's the status of the voucher, the waiting list?
I sent out the packets to all of those that were on the waiting list that was left. And we have resolutions, a resolution to open up the waiting list.
Right. Okay. All right. Any additional questions from the board, or?
Just to make sure, so we're gonna, as a resolution that we're gonna approve to open the waiting list? Did I hear that
That's
right?
correct, yes. And I do apologize for, again, the noise and some of the confusion of the last week. Obviously, we all know everything that's been going on. So we'll get through this and be able to work through it. And Ms. Prevost, if you want to give us a rundown on the VMS report.
Okay. A portable vouchers paid, $6,732. All other vouchers, the amount was $166,435. ACV, all vouchers have expenses after the first of the month was $2,449. Total vouchers paid was $175,616. Portable vouchers, administered put-ins, $16,628. Fraud recovery, $1,759. MTW administrative expenses, $10,000. HCV unrestricted net position, last day of the month, $217,284. HCV restricted net position funds, last day of the month, negative $36,744. HCV cash investment as of the last day of the month, $186,093.
All right, do we have any questions from the board for Ms. Prevost this evening? Or any comments regarding VMS report this evening?
Is our MENOR still in good position? That number that we worked hard to improve and, did improve.
Nothing should have changed with that.
I don't think we've had any negative change for sure. I know from just review within the last, what was it, two weeks ago, we're looking good. We're now standard based on their findings with the agency. So the couple of little items that they came up with was more to do with past resolutions that needed to be memorialized. So we'll handle a lot of that this evening, but it was related to policies that have already been in place. And it wasn't filed under the previous ED. So we're just kind of backtracking and memorializing what was already done. All right. If there's no further discussion for VMS, what I'd like to do with all the noise going on and everything, and we do have some issues that we need to address based on the passing of Ms. Hollis. I'd like to move into executive session in order to discuss the staffing issues as relates to her passing.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to pass a motion that we enter into executive session.
All right, motion made.
Second.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna ask a question. In that, are there any, when we get out of the executive session, are there gonna be any actions that require our staff to do that?
Yes.
Just trying to give you a break, but you gotta wait.
Yeah, we have multitude resolutions that we're going to be reviewing.
Okay.
But I want to make sure that the discussion takes place for the staffing issue prior to, so we can pass all the resolutions necessary at the same time, just because time is of the essence on that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So, all right. All in favor of moving into executive session?
Aye.
All right. That carries. Time is 6:10. We'll move into executive session. All right, the time is now 6:33. Do I have a motion to resume our regular session and come out of executive session?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to pass a motion that we enter back into our normal meeting, regular meeting.
All right, we have a motion made by Commissioner Bailey, second by Ms. Ballack. All in favor?
Aye.
That carries. All right, Next agenda item, Ms. Prevost, low rent update and HCV program. And please make sure the microphone's on. We definitely need the volume this evening.
All right, low rent for April. We have a total of 129 units, 47 are leased, 81 as of April 23 that are empty, vacant. We have 1 unit in Mod, apartment 98 in Harmville. Total rent collected for April was $14,899, and for pest control, First Choice Solution. For ACV, for Port House searching for housing, we have 2 for Atlanta, 2 for Jefferson, 1 for St. John. Port House leased up paying, we have 8, 2 St. Bernard, 4 at St. John, 1 at Harris County, and 1 at Wichita. Port Inn leased up billing, we have 17. 4 at Jefferson, 5 in Kenner, 1 at St. John, 1 at Harris County, 1 at Indiana Housing, 1 at Hano, 2 in Thibodeau, 1 at Lafourche Parish, and 1 at East Baton Rouge Parish. Port Inn searching for housing, 3. We have 1 from Kenner, 2 from St. John. We don't have any end of participation. Payment as of April the 30th, 2023, $199,832.66. $167,291 was HAP payments. $4,302 was UR payments. $6,862 was outgoing payments. $17,796 was for income and portability, and $295.24 for admin fees. For other months was $3,286.42. The removed from the wait list for April is 0.
All right, thank you. Does the board have any questions or comments? All right, seeing none. Mr. Taylor, you got an update for maintenance, or?
No, sir, we don't have anything.
All right. Any questions for maintenance? All right. At this time, we have several board resolutions before us this evening. Public hearing is now open. The first board resolution before us this evening is resolution number 01053023, a resolution approving the change of signatory authority on the Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish bank accounts, where the Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish must update the signing authority on the HASCP bank account due to unfortunate circumstances of the passing of Executive Director Ms. Leatrice Hollis, and to remove an outside party per HUD's requirement from having a signing authority. Therefore, the resolution by the Board of Commissioners by emergency action approves removal of Ms. Hollis and Arthur Allen from having signing authority on the bank accounts, and to approve adding the Vice Chair, Commissioner Delario Bailey. If there's anyone here that wishes to comment on this resolution, you may do so now. Seeing none, do we have a motion from the board?
Mr. Chair, I move that we pass resolution 01-05-30-23 as presented.
Mr. Chair, I second the motion.
All right, we have a motion made by Commissioner Woods, and we have a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, that carries. second resolution before us this evening is resolution number 020530-2023, resolution authorizing the signatories for St. Charles Parish Housing Authority bank accounts for the Housing Authority needing confirmed representation to function as signatories for its daily activities and attestation on important documents, and whereas significant changes have occurred in the board's membership and the agency, and whereas in the past the agency has been able to operate successfully utilizing its dual check signing system with 2 senior staff members for daily operations and 2 board members as additional signatories as needed. Therefore, the Board of Commissioners would like to pass resolution adding staff member Yolanda Prevost, board member Webb J. IV as chairperson, board member Delirio Bailey as vice chair, and board member Rodney Woods as commissioner. Anyone that wishes to speak regarding this resolution may do so now. Seeing none.
Mr. Chair, was there any reason in particular why my name wasn't on?
We can only have 4. We can only have 4 signers per regulation, and what we've normally had is 2 staff members and 2 board members. But with the passing of Ms. Hollis, we needed an additional board member. Commissioner Woods was already there because he was previously vice chair, and it's normally chair and vice chair.
That's fine.
And then we added Commissioner Bailey when he became vice chair. So this is just adding Ms. Prevost as a signer in the
No
office.
problem.
Yeah. No, good question. So at this time, if there's anyone that would like to.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to pass a motion that we accept resolution 02-05-30-2023.
Second.
All right, we have a motion made by Commissioner Bailey, and it's seconded by Commissioner Woods. And then all in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passes. All right. Public hearing is now open for resolution number 030530-2023. Resolution authorizing the opening of the HCVP St. Charles Parish Housing Authority waiting list. Whereas the St. Charles Parish Housing Authority HCV program's waiting list has been closed for more than 7 years, and all the qualified applicants from the list have been given opportunities. And whereas St. Charles Parish Housing Authority is required by HUD regulation to maintain a waiting list and make opportunities available for those seeking housing, and whereas there is a proven demand for housing opportunities and the present low-income program opportunities in St. Charles Parish are limited, so therefore the St. Charles Parish Housing Authority Board of Commissioners authorized the opening of the HCVP Section 8 waiting list for 3 days, June 26th, June 27th, and June 28th, 2023, from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. At the end of the 3rd day's period, June 28th, 2023, at 5 p.m., the waiting list will close until further notice and/or authorization by the Board of Commissioners. Anyone that wishes to speak regarding this resolution? Seeing none, public hearing is closed. Board discussion?
Mr. Chairman, is this just like the regular, the norm, that it just be limited to 3 days? And how are we, I'm sure this meeting and maybe our website, then how are we getting that word out to the general public that it is going to be open?
Okay, Ms. Prevost.
Most housing authority have their wait list open either 1 or 2 days. I'm doing 3. What we're gonna do is put it on the website and put it in the Herald.
Okay,
Okay.
good deal. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Prevost. Thank you, Mr. The question from Ms. Bellick was how many houses do we have in the program now? Or as a,
How many houses we have on the program?
Available.
They're trickling. They're trickling in. You're talking about how many available houses? They're trickling in. They just have to look for them.
When you say that, you mean like landlords coming forward and saying, I have something
Yes.
available?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
and a lot of times then it's also a matter of whether a property's currently utilizing HCV or not. Sometimes it's just a matter of approaching the landlord and asking him if they're willing to go through that process to do that. So,
And also, the wait list is going to be offered online only. We will let them know, don't come to the office because we will not be giving out applications.
Yeah, good deal.
And I'm sorry, and the landlords, homeowners, will they have to, how do they put in their applications?
We have a landlord packet. They come in, get a landlord packet, which
That can be
includes
found on the
like,
website too.
yes.
Yes.
And that announcement is gonna be over the newspaper as well?
I can put in one. What we were going to do is like have a, I don't know what you would call it, inviting landlords who are interested and letting them know the procedures as for putting their houses on the list.
I know in the past, Ms. Prevost, we've done like some, I don't know what we called it, like an informational session that we've invited different property owners that have rental properties, out to an event and.
Yes,
Yeah, we talked to.
something like that.
Went to realtor offices and just let them know, because they work closely with a lot of landlords, so they can help educate them on the program.
Landlords that say they didn't know, they didn't know it was,
Right.
We have more coming in that weren't on the program. So once they hear from someone else, then another one will come. But if we do something where we can get the word to all of them out there,
So there's never a closed period for landlords?
no.
Right.
And could that somehow, because I know the parish is just free advertising, the parish television station, could that information maybe be put out through the parish television also?
All right.
On the local channel.
And Ms. Prevost, you can touch base with Ms. Bellick to see about possibly putting some information out that way.
Okay, once I get all the information from the new software company we have for the online applications, I'll get with you and let you know all the details.
All right, great. Any further discussion regarding Resolution 030530-2023? All right, if there's no further discussion, do we have a motion from the board?
Would you like to make a motion?
I know.
Resolution 03-05-05-30-2023, housing to opening up the HCVP,
A second.
St. Charles Parish.
All right, we have a motion by Ms. Bellick and seconded by Commissioner Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
That carries. All right. Public hearing is now open for resolution number 040530-2023, resolution authorizing and amending the HCV administrative plan regarding state-registered lifetime sex offenders in federally assisted housing. Whereas the St. Charles Parish Housing Authority's HCV program had a comprehensive compliance monitoring review on May 8th, 2023 through May 11th, 2023, and where the result of the review found that St. Charles Parish Housing Authority had no written policy regarding how they dealt with the state-registered lifetime sex offenders, and where St. Charles Parish Housing Authority is required by federal law to deny assistance to an applicant if any of the household member is subject to a lifetime registration requirement under a state sex offender registration program. And whereas it is determined that this amendment to the administrative plan will ensure that St. Charles Parish Housing Authority, barring admission of lifetime registered sex offenders, will maximize resident safety and memorialize the policy already in effect. Therefore, the Board of Commissioners resolves to amend the administrative plan regarding state-registered lifetime sex offenders in federally assisted housing at the May 30th, 2023 meeting. If there's anyone that wishes to speak in regard to this resolution, you may do so now. Seeing none, public hearing is now closed. Board discussion.
Mr. Chair, is that amendment, I don't think it's in this packet, but the wording, it's somewhere?
Yes, we already actually had a procedure in place that the Housing Authority used. We never I won't say we never memorialized it by resolution, but the resolution was not in our file when HUD did our review. So now what we're doing is we're creating a resolution to memorialize the procedure that's already in place.
Gotcha.
All right. Any additional board discussion? Is there a motion from the board?
Mr. Chair, I move that we pass resolution 040530-23, the resolution authorizing amending the HCV administrative plan regarding state registered lifetime sex offenders in federally assisted housing, approved as presented.
All right, we have a motion brought by Commissioner Woods. Do we have a second?
I second it.
Second.
We have a second by Ms. Jackson. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that carries.
Y'all think that guy got a TV out there? Y'all think y'all start talking, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, well, some things that are out of our control.
Look, they're making improvements. It'll all be good. All right. Resolution number 050530-2023. Public hearing is now open for a resolution authorizing amending the public housing ACOP regarding state. Is that the one we just did? No. State registered lifetime sex offenders in federally assisted housing. Whereas.
Did that? Okay.
Do we have a duplicate that's numbered twice? That's what it appears to be.
Yeah,
ACOP and the admin plan.
Okay, so one's for the admin plan and one's for the ACOP. I gotcha. Okay.
All right.
All right. So, same resolution as before, but this one amends ACOP instead of the admin plan. If there's anyone here that wishes to speak in regard to this resolution, you may do so now. Seeing none, public hearing is now closed. Board discussion.
Mr. Chair, just for clarity, what is the acronym ACOP? What are we talking about?
Admission, occupancy, admission, continue occupancy policies.
All right. Any additional questions, comments by the board? All right. Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to approve resolution 0505-30-2023, resolution authorizing amending the public housing ACOP regarding state registered lifetime sex offenders in federally assisted houses as presented.
All right.
Second.
And second by Commissioner Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
That passes. All right, The next resolution this evening is resolution number 060530, 2023. The public hearing is open for a resolution authorizing St. Charles Parish Housing Authority to advertise an RFP for remediation for 14 vacant units. Whereas St. Charles Parish Housing Authority desires to create a safe, secure environment for the resident. Whereas St. Charles Parish Housing Authority is authorized to own and operate 88 units of low-rent public housing under an annual contributions contract, ACC, with HUD, and that housing stock has received little rehab or modernization work over the last 18 years, and St. Charles Parish Housing wants to be proactive in attempting to alleviate or abate some immediate problems in the 14 units set for rehabilitation, and to move forward with the rehabilitation of the 14 units to make safe and secure for future tenants. That we must advertise for bids to have the units abated and any all hazards. And therefore, this resolution is number 060530, 2023, to be passed, amending the administrative plan regarding the advertisement for an RFP and remediation for 14 units. If there's anyone that would like to speak in regard to this resolution, you may come forward now. Seeing none, public hearing is closed. Board discussion. All right, do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that resolution 0605302023 will be approved.
All right. We have a motion brought by Ms. Jackson. Do we have we have a second by Mr. Woods to approve resolution 06053023 to advertise as an RFP for remediation of the 14 units. All in favor?
Aye.
That carries. All right. Resolution number 070530, 2023. Public hearing is now open regarding the resolution to establish the St. Charles Parish Housing Authority new non-smoking policy. Whereas the St. Charles Parish Housing Authority is required by regulation rule to establish a non-smoking policy in accord with the new rule instituting smoke-free public housing, 24 CFR 965 and 966, within 18 months of the effective date from February 3rd, 2017. And whereas no non-smoking policy is in place at St. Charles Parish Housing Authority now, and it will take time to adequately inform residents, establish guidelines, institute necessary changes, and develop appropriate penalties for non-compliance. The management staff, with approval of Board of Commissioners, desires to begin necessary steps to ensure agency compliance. Therefore, we're bringing this this resolution before you this evening. If anyone is here to speak regarding this resolution, you may do so now. Seeing none, public hearing is closed. Board discussion.
Mr. Chair, I know we approved something a while back. We have something in place. I mean, the rules have changed, policies have changed, or what are...
This resolution is the exact same resolution that was passed by the board in 2017. And this was just to correct our administrative plan and our policy manuals for not having the written resolution on file under Mr. Bell's.
It wasn't signed. It was never signed.
The resolution never got signed when Mr. Bell was the executive director, so now we are reauthorizing the same exact policy. It's already been in place. It's already been approved. This is just to memorialize it and get it signed.
Gotcha.
All right.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to pass a motion to accept resolution 070530-2023.
All right, we have a motion brought by Commissioner Bailey for resolutions 070530-2023 for the non-smoking policy. Do we have a second? We have a second by Ms. Bellick. All in favor?
Aye.
That carries. All right. Resolution number 080530-2023. A resolution establishing of the St. Charles Parish Housing Authority new non-smoking policy. Is this a duplicate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing.
All right. The next resolution before us this evening is resolution number 090530-2023. Public hearing is now open for a resolution to appoint Ms. Yolanda Prevost as interim executive director due to a vacancy caused by the untimely death of Ms. Leatrice Hollis. Further resolved that the board would provide Ms. Prevost and HUD a copy of a interim ED contract, which will be on a month-to-month contract until the position is permanently filled for ED. If there's anyone that wishes to speak on resolution number 090530-2023 to appoint Ms. Yolanda Prevost as interim executive director, you may do so now. Seeing none, do we have any board discussion? All right, do we have a motion from the board?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve resolution 09-05-30-2023 as presented.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. Woods, and we have a second by Commissioner Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passes. Resolution number 10-0530-2023. Public hearing is open for a resolution to begin a nationwide search to find a new executive director to fill the vacancy created by the untimely passing of Ms. Hollis. And whereas the Housing Authority of St. Charles will advertise to receive applications and resumes from qualified applicants on a nationwide scale. Do we have anyone that wishes to speak regarding resolution number 10-0530-2023 to begin nationwide search? Seeing none, public hearing is now closed. Do we have any board discussion? Seeing none, do we have a motion from the board?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to pass, motion to pass resolution 10-05-30-2023.
All right, we have a motion made by Commissioner Bailey. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Commissioner Woods to approve resolution number 10-0530-2023 to begin nationwide search to find a new executive director. All in favor? Aye. That carries. Resolution number 11-05-30-2023. Public hearing is now open for a resolution to change a section of Booty Estates Drive, to change the name of a section of Booty Estates Drive to honor the departed Miss Leatrice Hollis and rename Booty Estates Drive in the section alongside the property owned by the Housing Authority, Leatrice Hollis Parkway. If there's anyone that wishes to speak in favor of this resolution, you may do so now. Anyone that wishes to speak against, seeing none, public hearing is now closed. Do we have any discussion from the board?
Mr. Chair, I'd just like to say I think that's a good idea. The only thing I would add is that could we just make sure it's Leatrice D. Hollis, use her total full name. But sure. I will support this.
All right. Is that going to be your motion?
That would be my motion. So I move to approve resolution 11-05-30-2023, the reassign of a portion of the street to be the Leatrice D. Hollis.
Okay, great. We have a motion by Commissioner Woods to approve and we have a second by Ms. Belk. All in favor?
Aye.
That passes unanimously.
Back to,
Let's see, next agenda item, if there's any further public comments this evening, we are open for public comments. Seeing none, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chair, I pass a motion that we adjourn this meeting at 7:04.
All right, Commissioner Bailey moved that we adjourn the meeting at 7:04. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, second by Ms. Bailey, Ms. Jackson. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that carries. We are adjourned, 7:05.
All right.